actually, in terms of this genetic or epidemiological trend of the dementia studies, actually it's two extreme trends now. In terms of developed countries, rich countries, for example here, European and America, actually the trend, like you mentioned, is declaring. The case number just goes down very good. But actually in the low-income countries or medium-income countries, so these countries actually the number goes up. So I'm very proud to say this. It's my team in China, based in China, first evidence that is against this. Somehow there is a assumption in our academic working on Alzheimer's. Actually, the age-specific incidence is somehow consistent, and in Western countries, a little bit moderate, goes down, and then now people mention about the low and medium income country. So we just evidence this is different picture from the low middle income country. So the reason for this could be somehow the education and the environment change, lifestyle change, all these things, nutrition, diet, and here because in European, in developed countries, and the people more and more educated. Okay, then in terms of nutrition, all the other part, exercise, lifestyle, everything better and better. Okay, and probably for the less developing country, developed country, low income country, and a long way to go. So this probably the main reason for this. There could be some other thing like ethnic background, okay, genetically, whatever, but I'm not sure. So it's too early to answer the later part of the question, but the first part certainly play very important role. Luckily, for our researchers in this area, it's very good timing now. We equipped with new knowledge and new technology. Okay, so this is really, really good for us. For example, at the genetic level, okay, we got omics, so genomics, proteomics. Now even people talk about the glycomics. Okay, so all these things, actually, if we can use all this, equipped with this new technology, we using this technology, there's another term, translation them into the clinical practice. So in such case, we win. And previously, because we don't understand a lot with the human genomic project finished, okay, and now we understand. It's like this Alzheimer disease is a syndrome. It's like something genetic lost the gun. The environment triggered the gun. So then you got disease. It's an interaction. So I want to put another thing like a three kingdom, genetic, environment, and the behavior. So these components, consist of this, syndrome. You got this, that's the outcome. So this is what I'm expecting. And in this area, also with the the MRI, imaging, all these things plus genetic. If we can have a battery of early diagnosis markers, we can do the prevention. Okay, plus education, intervention on your lifestyle, and if we know some family or some people with genetic background, okay, susceptibility on AD. Alzheimer's disease, then we can do a lot of intervention. We intervene earlier, then we postpone, the disease. This can be happening in the future, in not far future. Okay, so that's our assumption. When we talk about this AD, Alzheimer disease, it's a pandemic in some other word. People say it's a global epidemic things, okay? For me now, actually this, developed country, low, middle income country, and even poor, income country, very at the bottom, like Africa countries, okay? So this global is getting smaller and smaller world, okay? So from the collaboration perspective, for example, if we got a biomarker for diabetes, so does this marker apply to a specific ethnic group only, or can be used as a generic marker for all population? So this would be really interesting if we see the collaborations from all, different parts of the world, okay? Globally, we put our strengths together. So we test, our hypothesis, then we translate these markers, to apply them across all the, different ethnic groups. So this would be the one, strength. The other ones, scientists can, share the sample. Okay, they shared expertise. And also there are some big examples like the biobanking. So if we put all this, heritage in, it's good for our future generation as well, for the future studies, okay? So all this part, really, really important. And for international collaborations, all these pharmaceutical company and academic organizations or universities, okay, all this, if they, collaborate together at a global level, so we can do things more easily, okay? So it's like a 3D picture, okay? Otherwise, each country or each individual team has only a small, picture of the, scenario. Actually, I like to give an example like a big elephant story. So the nose, and the ear, and people just see part of the elephant. So with the collaboration, we can see the whole picture. This is the real elephant. Then a lifetime we got answer for treatment, for diagnosis, of the Alzheimer disease. Actually, at this meeting, I'm the only one from less developed countries. Actually, from China. For me now, I got a strong, Chinese culture behind of me. So there's a Chinese famous philosopher, Confucius. And actually, the idea lets the teachers, okay, teachers advice. My supervisor, okay, but it's too big, less a philosopher. From him, I learned actually it's really something like this. Very, very important for a scientist, okay, for a student, for a researcher. You give people a fish, you feed him a day. Okay, you teach people how to fish, you feed him for a lifetime, okay? So that's the one, actually, my teacher passed to me, okay? So in my life, I think the other things being a scientist is the curiosity. My teacher just say, you have to be really looking after truth, okay? So then you want to be a good scientist. And the honesty, okay? So such, I think this is the quality for a researcher working on their project. And for the young scientists, they are working in their research area, hunting for the genes, for the the answers of different disease. I think that's very important, okay, essential for a scientist.